Oh, man. That's so nice. I'm going to have it twice, I think. Oh, yes. That is the bee's knees. Kind of reminds me, actually, there's something else that's the bee's knees. Sunderland actually winning a game. It's the final whistle video. Oh, man. What a relief it is. Many factors. For once, David Moyes didn't fucking put out a negative load of shite on the pitch. Dead straight, 4-4-2. Defoe and Anichebe up front. And, you know, they started the game brightly, as did Bournemouth as well. They started making their chances. And, of course, Bournemouth, they get lucky at the first, don't they? Chested in by Gosling. It was poor marking. That's what I would say. It was poor defensive marking. And you're not really going to miss an open goal, you know. So, 1-0 down. Oh, fucking hell. Here we go again. You know what's coming, don't you? And then lo and behold, out of nowhere, Victor Anichebe, backing the defender up, turns on him. Defender's gone down like a sack of shite, and he's just pile-drivered a shot right into the top corner. And what a fucking goal that was, from the most ridiculous angle as well. Arthur Boruc, he was beating all ends up. He was not stopping that. I think you could probably have the love child of David De Gea and Petr Cech in goal, and that just would not stop it. Not a chance with it. So 1-1, I think a great game on, you know. It's what Sunderland had deserved, you know. While Bournemouth had a lot of possession, they didn't really do anything with it. Sunderland were making chances, Bournemouth were making chances. It was a pretty tight game. First half, going in, half-time 1-1, or even if it was 0-0, you'd actually say that was a fair result, to be honest. Then the second half comes along. Bournemouth, they start trying to up the ante a little bit. And then it happens. Stephen Pienaar gets sent off. And at this point, the first thing that goes to my mind, here we go, 3-1, 4-1 or 5-1. Yeah, take your pick. Could even be fucking more. You could be looking at Bournemouth Hull City scoreline again. And about 10 minutes go by, and the next thing you know, penalty to Sunderland. What the fuck? Bournemouth have been laying siege during those 10 minutes. I mean, Sunderland, they were like, the only way I could put it, they were like the Third Reich right near the end of the Second World War. Everyone was just laying siege to them, you know, and that's exactly what fucking Sunderland were like. I'm not saying that, yeah, you know, I don't agree with Hitler. The guy was a prick, quite frankly. If we could resurrect him and kill him all over again and over, I think there'd be many people wanting to do that, especially the war veterans. But yes, moving on. Our goal was just under constant barrage, and we get a lucky break. And you know, with the whole Anichebe goal, a lot of Bournemouth fans on social media screaming bloody fucking Mary. It was a foul. No, it wasn't. It was just pure brute strength. I mean, fucking hell. Akinfenwa, eat your heart out, son. That was fucking unbelievable by bloody Anichebe. It really was unbelievable to see. So who steps up? Jermaine Defoe smashes it, buries it. Boruc nowhere near it. And then Bournemouth pretty much pick up from where they left off. After that, they started laying siege again, but didn't really do anything with it. It was a couple of half chances. Yeah, the ball got fucking hell. How the ball didn't go in the back of there, I don't know. Stanislas, instead of placing it, because Pickford was in no man's land, he decides to fucking lash the ball. If he'd have placed it, it would have gone in. You'd be looking at 2-2. You know, he decides to smash the ball. It rattles off the post. There's a couple of chances where the ball is bobbling around the box. There's fucking bodies everywhere. I mean, Jesus Christ. It's like playing a game of Call of Duty. There's just fucking people everywhere, you know. And it goes wide of the post twice. How it didn't go in, I don't know. You know, and don't get me wrong. I mean, while I'm happy for the win, there's still that defensive frailty there. And then you had Jack Wilshere. He drops the ball onto his left peg, he smashes it into Rosette. Yeah, I mean, the Bournemouth at times as well during the attacks, they just look. And no offence, I'm not being horrible when I say it, but they look clueless. It's like they tried to do everything they could, and it just wasn't working. They didn't know what else to do. Against 10 men, I might add as well. You know, Pienaar sending off. It really, it sort of, you know, it hit a switch inside Bournemouth. You know, they had a chance to win it and they couldn't. And all these people that keep slating me for saying it's about taking your chances, it's about taking your chances. You look at it, Sunderland only really crafted one real chance after that sending off. And they got a penalty from it and scored it. You know, it is about taking your chances. How Bournemouth, you know, how on earth Bournemouth didn't score 2 or 3 more goals is beyond me. But again, it's about taking your chances. It's simple as that. So we get the victory at long last. It has been a painful, agonisingly unbearable wait for it. We finally got it. And you know what? The 10 men, they deserve a lot of credit, because while at times with 11 men, while our defence was good at times, it was pretty slack at times as well, without a shadow of a doubt, you know. Balls being played, defenders on the wrong side of the attacking player. You just can't do that. You need to be on the other side so you can intercept the ball, for crying out loud. It's just common sense. Not tracking runs. I mean, that was the worst problem. And Bournemouth, you know, so say they got a lot of pace, they didn't really punish us that much with the pace, even though they were making these gut-busting runs. And, you know, leaving our defenders for dead half the time because they were that lazy and not tracking them. But still, we get the win at last. To be honest, with the way they defended at the end, we deserved the victory. In fairness, though, I'd say a draw would have been a more fair result. You know, I'm not being biased. You know me, I'm not biased here, guys. Draw would have been a fair result, but Sunderland, Jesus Christ, they ground in there and actually defended for their lives for a full 90 minutes again. Hey, the second time this season makes a fucking change, doesn't it? So we're going to go on man of the match. So I asked Pete, now forgive me if I get this wrong because I haven't got my phone. I asked Pete, he said Anichebe, I believe. Paul said Pickford, I hope that's right. And Bowers said Anichebe. Myself, I am going for Victor, the Beast, Anichebe. I mean, the upper strength of this guy, you can tell he is almost there with his fitness. He is so close with his fitness. Because at times he was blowing out of his arse. You know, this is like 65, 70 minutes. And then he goes and makes gut-busting runs. I mean, unbelievable runs. It was just, he was mesmerising to watch. Victor Anichebe. You know, not Zlatan Ibrahimovic, not Cristiano Ronaldo, not Lionel Messi, or no, not Luis Suarez. He bites people. That's a bad example. Dracula. Yeah, Halloween's over. Neymar. You know, we're talking about Victor Anichebe, who was making mesmerising, gut-busting runs. You know, now that is dedication and fucking commitment. That's what you want. A 1-year contract. Fuck, I think after one game he deserves a 2-year extension for that. So this leads to the worst player of the game. It's got to be Smith, who gave away the penalty. He'd had a good game, hadn't he? And then he gets his tackle completely wrong. You can't even say he's gone for the ball, because Anichebe, who won the penalty, you know, he's controlled the ball with his left. It's slightly gone away for him. Smith just takes him out. It's a stonewall penalty. And it's been quite hard to choose, but that moment alone cost Bournemouth. So it has to go to Smith. He is the bell end of the match. The referee got a lot right, actually. So I think, for the time being, I'm going to strip the referees of being the pre-bell end. There we go. I've actually said something positive about referees. The red card was a bit debatable. Pienaar got the ball, but he, you know, from the side he went over the top. It's one of those, you see them given, but you don't see them given, and you know, the referee initially wasn't going to give him a red card. You could see that was clear. Pienaar, you know, he's protesting that he got the ball, which he did. So that, you know, if that's the reason why the referee sent him off, then wrong reason, appeal it, end of. But you have to find out what the referee put in his report first. So moment of the match. Fuck, pick one yourself, guys. Jesus. Anichebe's gut busting runs. Bournemouth laying siege but not finding the answer. Jermaine Defoe at times, you know, some of his passing was unreal. I'll let you pick the moment of the match because there's just too many in my fucking head to go around at the minute. Oh, international break, thank God. Get some decent players back from the injury list. So guys, I'll leave it there. Leave your comments below. Like the video and subscribe to the True Mackem channel. Live stream will be later tonight, about 8:30, 9 o'clock. Fingers crossed the kids go to sleep early. I could do with a good FIFA session. Been missing it most of the week. Oh, so I'm going to be doing a bit of foot draft and then a bit of the online divisions. See how we go from there. I'm terrible at the fucking draft, by the way. Could get a couple of free packs for doing it. So, you know, it's not too bad. Spending about half hour of your time, eh? Anyway, I'll see you all later.